Hello and welcome to The Walking Dead All-Out War Part 2. I will review this comic. We'll talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, story-wise and also art-wise. This will contain spoilers, so if you want to read and enjoy the comic, go read it and come back for the discussion, and we can talk if you liked it or if you didn't like it. I like the Walking Dead comics, but there are definitely some flaws which I haven't seen yet talked about here on the YouTube. There are storytelling flaws, there are throwaway characters, there are problems connecting with characters, and there are also some woke elements and woke tropes which I do not like because they are just tropes and you will see they are not good. So Eugene and his operations, they make bullets. They are cut off from Alexandria, and he says, okay, we have to lay low. So if you have to pee, pee in a bottle. And this guy says, oh no, I want to go out. No problem. We don't have walkers or zombies out there. And then he opens the door and it's like, fuck, oh fuck. Like there's a walker, so he manages it and he says, oh, it's okay, guys, it was just one of them, don't. And then he gets swarmed. This is just lazy and stupid writing, and this happens all of the time in the TV show. It happens all of the time in the comic, and it is moron. It is stupid writing, and it's also convenience. It is always convenience, and you will say how convenient it will be in a second. So they get swarmed by walkers, so there's definitely some tension for no reason, but you can swallow that. And then Negan and the Xavier show up just like that. Like I mean, they were there, and then Eugene comes out, and it's convenient, and it's great. Exactly what we were looking for. Something like this. I don't know if I want to swear so much. And so Eugene is now captured by Negan because of convenience, not because of intelligent writing or something like that. And I don't know, maybe Robert Kirkman was under pressure and he wants to keep the story moving, and it says, okay, maybe how can Eugene be captured? But yeah, that's what he comes up with. So Rick went out at the end of the last comic. He, Carl, and Andrea got hit by a hand grenade, and so he passed out after he carried Carl into the infirmary. And so he wakes up. She was bitten by zombie Holly, and he lost a leg. And yeah, it's pretty dramatic. It is good. It is okay. So I've nothing against it. And then the first thing Carl says to his father after waking up from his concussion, he says, "WIMP." And then Carl says, what do you say? And Carl says, I mean, I was near the explosion too, and I didn't get a concussion. Sorry. I don't know. Why is he such an asshole? I mean, his father carried him in the infirmary, and the first thing he says to his father is a wimp. I don't know. No need for that. I hear you wrong. It's okay. You hold this place down while I was quiet. And then they talk about how bad it is outside. And then Michonne shows up and Andrea show up. And then, wait a second, what's here? What do I have to say here? It is Rick's a wimp because Carl can tank a grenade with his back. Yeah, that's the stellar writing Robert Kirkman gives you, but what can you do? He has the writing stick. Maybe you should start writing stuff. Maybe you can come up with better stuff, but this is beautiful. So Alexandria is destroyed. This guy wants to move because everything is burning, and Rick says we all go to the hilltop. Then he convinces Ezekiel to fight on, or to consider that, and then something's happening and we don't know what. Heath's girlfriend dies, and then she turns, but he cannot do it, so Michonne gets here. It's all okay. And then here we see the father, I don't know what his name was, but again, here we have, last time we see the padre, throwaway character. That's a bit of a problem, and sometimes it can happen. But yeah, we have definitely an ensemble cast, and some are featured more, some are featured less, so that we have a community. But the padre, pretty underused, and yeah, I don't know. Just I think the last time we see him, and so they talk. I don't know about what they move. It's pretty solid, and still we are at war with Negan. It's the second issue, and Negan, I don't know if I like him. Like, he talks a lot, but I have to say he talks a lot, and I didn't laugh about it. Like, I didn't like it that much. I mean, he's pretty cool and intimidating. Sometimes he's funny. I think in the TV show, Robert Dean Morgan is his name, delivered a much better, I don't know, show. And doesn't mean I don't like Negan, but it's I don't know, not so cool. Like, he's always like has his crutch jokes and his Lucille, and he's a bit strange, and then he's a menace, and it's cool, but it's not that cool. I don't know, I didn't connect with it. I wish I would. Sometimes it was cool, but most of it was just, I don't know, like not great, but I can understand. So Negan is the big bad, and this guy, I don't remember his name, like, he's betraying Negan for a good reason, because like he got the hot iron on his face, so he wants to rescue his wife and the saviors from Negan, and so now he spills the bean to Eugene, and then this guy also knows about his plan, but he's now joining. So people are now leaving or fleeing Negan's cause. And yeah, here I think we have the hilltop. I don't know where we are. Yeah, this is the hilltop. And here, I don't know. This not that I have something about a black girl, but it's the black mother, and it's Maggie, and it's, I don't know, they're talking, and here I say, just Jesus Christ, woke. Maybe we should read what's on the page. So Maggie doesn't know if she's the leader, and now this girl, the good old black grandma with the dreadlocks, she says, and I think she's just here because of gender politics. I mean, it was 2015, and I have nothing against her being here, but gender politics and writing, it just doesn't fit. So she says, whatever you think is best for us, you're in charge now, remember? Don't say that. People will start to realize that then everything will be on me. I'm not in charge. Honey, I can't do it. But yeah, you know what I mean. Honey, you decked Gregory, knocked him right on his ass. So she punched him, and she went and was violent against this Gregory. Then you started bossing people around. She started bossing people around. Then you let us out of here, and you let us back. That's good. That's great. I don't want to diminish that. It's official. You're in charge, and everybody knows it. No one else wants the job. Why does nobody else wants the job? Is there no Italian guy there? Is there no one who wants the job? I doubt that. I would have wanted the job, or I would have wanted in on the job, or in the inner cycle. I would have wanted it. But yeah, okay, maybe nobody's there who wants the job. They'll let anybody but Gregory do it. So congratulations. I let you slide on the food situation because I trust you. And so you believe in Rick Grimes, and I believe in Maggie Green. That's all cool. I don't know. Maybe I got a weak point, but it's always like this. It's and it's not in the beginning issues. It's like in these issues, like, it's always the strong women, the strong this, that you are the leader, and it's just not what The Walking Dead was at the beginning. So they are talking, and Yeah. So here, this will be kind of cool. Jesus. Okay, what's happening? Maybe we should read the pages. So, I don't know if it was the previous issue, but Ezekiel lost all of his men, and so he lost the will to fight, and he wasn't sure if he could carry on the job. So let's call it he's traumatized. And then Michonne gave him one, a solid one, and said, snap out of it, you have to lead people, be a strong man. And she said especially, don't be a pussy, act like you're the king. Okay, that's it. Okay, so he says, I'm better now. I've been in my head full of myself, full of shit for a little bit, but it was only because of my grief. Understandable. Still, I want you to know that's over now. I can't fight. I have to fight. My people demand of me, and I don't want anyone else to suffer that kind of loss that I have. That's good. That's worth fighting for, fighting through this. For I'm better than this. What you've seen these last few days, that was not me, not really. And she's sleeping, so he's talking aloud. I don't even know how to put. I don't even know how you put up with me. What the fuck is he talking about? He lost all of his men, and she said, "Man, the fuck up." And now he's like, "Oh, you were right. I'm completely. I lost it. I have no balls. I should have had balls after all losing all my men." Maybe I'm a pussy. Maybe he's a pussy. Who knows? Okay, you're strong. You're stronger than I could have ever be. Michonne is strong. He said it. Have you heard it? He said she's strong, and she says stronger than I could have ever be. Maybe she's also a traumatized robot. Have you ever thought about that? I don't know. I don't understand. I don't want you to lose respect for me because I'm weak. This was just a practice run. I'll do better tomorrow when you wake up. And she smiles because she's like not sleeping. So she's glad he manned up. And after losing all of his guys, he snaps back to be a robot human. So who gives a fuck about the lives that were lost and all of that? And then they have a talk. And then they talk how impressive that is. And he says how impressive she was because she was dying and she saved him. And yeah. What does he say? It's amazing work, really. You're lucky to be alive. And yeah, all the strong women save all the weak men. Maybe not, maybe so. Then Rosita has a talk. I don't know what they're talking about. And then Jesus gets to hang out with his boyfriend, and that's also cool. So yeah, why not? And then Negan shows up. Thanks God. And he comes up with infesting all of the weapons with some zombie pulp, and it makes maybe sense, maybe not. So he wants to infect the people of the hilltop. I don't know why this is necessary. I was sure they had guns, but maybe they don't have bullets anymore. And then Carl wakes up, and of course Andrea protected Rick from the night. Why not? And then a lot of people show up. What else? So they are planning what comes next, but they are already surrounded by Negan and his people, which is cool. But they have an inside man, this guy, and Eugene and his troop are trying to make a run out of that. And here Meggie and Andrea talk, and then Sophia and Carl talk, but I don't know, she doesn't like him anymore for some reason. And yeah, it's all cool, it's all fine. But then Negan shows up. And this guy has a spear, so of course he's a competent guy with a spear on a wall. And Negan just says, shoot the guy, and the guy just dies. Just like that. Couldn't and didn't he know better than to just like freaking die? But yeah, Negan knows that the writing is flawed, maybe, doesn't care, wants in. And this is fun. This is really cool. I think here definitely the fun begins. It's always cool to see trucks drive through walls, and then there is the big desperate last stand at Helm's Clum. And it's kind of fun, it's kind of cool, good action, I would say. Andrea from the bell tower shooting, Negan pinned down. Definitely some cool stuff, some cool action. As you can see here, Ezekiel needs to be rescued again and again by Michonne, because like Michonne is the super ninja from outer space. She always, I don't know, she's never in danger. Have you ever seen Michonne in danger? Like maybe that one time, but then she came back with a vengeance. And she was a lawyer, did you know? And definitely cool fighting, all of that. And Rick gets hit by an arrow, and Negan is pretty certain that those arrows were infected with zombie gunk, but this one is not, because this guy, which name I'm blanking on, is with Rick's crew. He betrayed Negan, and so Negan says, let's get out of here, let's wait till they die, and then we just come back and pick up the fruits of our labor. Then we get a bit of the Eugene story part, and Eugene finally is not a wimp anymore. He definitely musters some courage. They fight at night. They have some night fighting action. As you can see, Jesus defies gravity, which is pretty cool, but sometimes also a bit, I don't know. Negan and his man, I don't know, not super smart about things, but still it's a cool night fight. A lot of knives, some bullets. What else? Yeah, then Michonne and Ezekiel get to a car. They get into the back lines. They outflank the Saviors, get on the lights, and then in the bright light from a elevated position, they gun down the Saviors, which is pretty cool. This is pretty neat. And Negan then retreats. Eugene takes out the last guy that was kind of in the back. And then at the next day, everything is destroyed. And I think the guys in the hilltop, they want to see where's Negan, what can we do. They're the guys that were stabbed or had wounds are now all turning. So they are afraid for Rick. They find the knives all gunked up and all infected. So Negan used, how do you call it, biological warfare, and Negan is kind of sitting it out just like that, and he says, oh, just let's wait. By now, Rick should have been dead, and yeah. And then he gets told that some of his guy bailed, and Jesus and Michonne are fighting a few zombies here and there. I don't know why, but they want to clear it out. This man got wounded and he now dies. A shame we didn't bond with this guy. He was just a fill-in character, a throwaway character, but we understand the point. Like, everybody could die, but they don't die. And then, yeah, Carl comes out, says something cool. I think here he says something good, because he says something's going to tell you to get used to that feeling of being scared and sad. They're going to say it'll be better when you learn to ignore it. And that's what Carl used to do. And he says now, don't listen to them. Hold on to it. Remember it. Don't let yourself forget it. It's too easy to lose that. And that's good. Like, Carl is a human again. He's not a robot. He's not, yeah, I don't know. So Rick's fine. They go all out. This girl gives Meggie another talk. I don't know what she's saying. But then shooting goes on and Negan is back. Negan wants his spoils. And then finally, I think Rick shows up again, and Negan is kind of disappointed that it's not that. And so they just start talking. And Rick says, oh, why are we fighting this war? This is kind of stupid. We could have built another world. If you would have joined the cause, Magneto, we could have built a better world, a great world. It's all ours. Why does it need to be yours? Imagine what we could have done together with the X-Men and your Brotherhood of New Mutants. We could have ruled the world and bring world peace to everybody. And then, yeah, Rick says exactly that in all of these pages, what I told you. And then he goes like, fuck, maybe he's right. Maybe he is right. And then he thinks about it, and he thinks long and hard about it, because they fought a war, and now Rick threw words at his brain, and now he realizes maybe we should have a new world, a better world, where we cooperate, where we don't have to fight, and we can hold hands and bury the hatch. And let me know. They talk. Does this make sense? Is it fun? Is it good? Let me know in the comments below. And then Rick, the bloodthirsty bastard, just slits Negan's throat. He's a liar and a killer, which is fine. I mean, you need to be in this world. And yeah, Negan's about to die. And Negan is such a badass that he just throws himself at Rick. And yeah, they let him fight. That's always good. A fight mano a mano, man for man. And Michonne wants to join the fight. Why not? And they are getting at it. And yeah, what else? Yeah, that's a cool thing. Like Negan blocks a knee or a foot from Rick Grimes, and then he breaks it. He breaks it like in a very, very bad manner. I think it would be hard to recover from such a thing in the post-apocalypse, but yeah, why not? And then I think Negan just passes out. Kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't know what I should think about this. Then the Saviors just surrender, because this now is the new leader. Rick Grimes' leg is pretty fucked up. And then I think it's over. The war is over. This guy takes it. What's his name? I don't know. I forgot. Like, this is how forgettable some of the characters are. And the war is over. We're all happy. And they go home, and nothing happened. And they now start to trade and barter with another. And that's cool. And the doctor gets to Rick. And Rick says, no, go and save Negan. I want to imprison him. Not too bad, not too shabby. Too many ums and ands. And yeah, they are thinking, what are they doing now with that guy? Rick Grimes gives another speech, not so long this time. I think it's normal that he has to give a speech, not that bad. Then Michonne comes to him. Michonne says, you did well. And then Andrea joins, and she says, also you did well. And then they go visit Negan, and Carl wanted to kill him. But the father says, no, we don't kill. We need to start a new civilization, and we need to imprison that guy and show him that he was wrong. And I want to see him suffer while we build a new world. And that's kind of good, maybe. So why not? Please let me know what you think about the comic. Would be interesting. See us in the next one.